The next speaker is the Honorable Matiase.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair. We salute the Commander-in-Chief in steering the EFF into safer and calmer waters as we observe the 12 years of the organization existence, and we invite our supporters and members to join us as we celebrate this 12-year existence of the organization on the 26th of July here in Cape Town. House Chairperson, we are having this debate when our country is entangled in the midst of a territorial storms that threatens to destroy the very foundation of our sovereignty and security as a nation. Ordinary citizens are justified in thinking that the ship has no captain, that is free for all, and that the little intelligence capacity the state has is in fact captured by criminals who project themselves as leaders. The budget outcomes presented here today do not demonstrate a clear appreciation of the priorities for ensuring the security of the state against both external and internal threats. Chairpersons, General Mkhwanazi spoke out publicly with clarity of the crisis in the country, specifically in the South African police services. The country's entire security apparatus is used by those with nefarious intent to enrich themselves and inflict harm on defenseless people, and by extension, inflict harm on the very security of the state. Among those involved in the aforementioned, we have key leaders such as Honorable Ntshavheni, who is the minister here. And some of these people, such as herself, are functionaries clothed with authority that should be reserved for only men and women of integrity. She lacks such integrity. The collusion between the criminal underworld, be it domestic or external, poses grave dangers for our country and the fabric of a society. This possesses existential concern for the country. And the way we deal with these problems must demonstrate that we have reached a crisis level in the country. We have become a mafia state, and Cyril Ramaphosa has become the mafia in chief.
Honorable Matiase, just sit down for a moment, please. I have a hand here to my right.
Yeah.
Honorable member, why do you want to be recognized?
Honorable House Chair, honorable member is casting aspersion on the minister on the issue of integrity. And this has not been tested in substantive motion.
Yeah, thank you. Honorable Matiase, I heard you made the statement that the minister lacks integrity. That is, in fact, the type of statement that needs to be brought to the attention of the House through a substantive motion. I would request you to withdraw that statement and to rephrase that type of argument.
I rephrase the statement.
No, I need you to withdraw, Honorable Matiase.
I withdraw the statement.
Thank you.
And rephrase it, that the minister has not covered herself with glory for her to escape the criticism that we're making. Honorable Chair, the observation we're making is that this country has become a safe haven for international criminal organizations who are involved in drug and human trafficking because of these characters we have described. These two we are unable to detect and prevent because our intelligence services are thoroughly incapable of doing the intelligence work necessary to detect and prevent such occurrences. When the president took the state security agencies under the presidency, he did so presumably to prevent its hollowing out that had been initiated under the Zuma corrupt administration. This is a vicious cycle of the ANC corrupt leaders replacing one another at any given time. But what this has done now is to insulate the state security agency from proper oversight from parliament and allow the president massive resources to be used for political expedience as a mafia in chief. The transition has also destabilized the state security agency, leading it not focusing on some of the key priorities. Chair, as there is a need for a dramatic re-evaluation of policing in this country, also have an urgent need for rebooting our intelligence services. These must be as free as possible from political influence and manipulation. There must be regular revetting of all involved in the management of our intelligence services to eliminate any entanglement with criminal elements. This country needs a decisive leadership of a benevolent leader who loves these people unconditionally, the Commander-in-Chief, who shall ensure that institutions such as state security agencies are freed from the state capture, are freed from elite capture, are freed from underground, underworld criminals who masquerade as the leaders in suits when during the night they connive against the sovereignty of our people, with hardcore criminals who some serve jail time in prisons. This country needs a benevolent leader who shall ensure that these criminals in suits, in ties, are put where they belong in jail. The EFF rejects this budget vote with the contempt it deserves. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next speaker is the Honorable Hadebe.
Thank you, House Chairperson. We rise today to raise critical concerns regarding the allocation and oversight of resources linked to state security. This is not a peripheral matter. In an era of rising cyber threats, political instability, transnational organized crime, and illicit financial flows, state security is inseparable from economic stability, investor confidence, and the integrity of public governance. While we welcome the 5.6 billion allocation to Program 8, which includes both the Financial Intelligence Center, the Secret State Security transfers, we remain concerned about the capacity of classified allocations and the lack of meaningful parliamentary oversight of entities operating under the cloak of national security. It is unacceptable that billions can be transferred under the guise of, quote, state security, close quote, without adequate mechanisms for accountability and audit. This creates fertile ground for abuse and undermines both fiscal credibility and constitutional governance. On the other hand, on one hand, the Financial Intelligence Center continues to play a vital role in countering money laundering, terrorist financing, and illicit financial flows. Its performance targets, ranging from conducting 240 compliance reviews, producing 95 high-priority intelligence reports, and maintaining a 100% success rate in fund blocking requests, demonstrate an active and evolving institution committed to international anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorist obligations. However, the same cannot be said for the state security, a body whose funding is tucked into the vote in this vote, but whose activities and performance are cloaked in undue secrecy. We acknowledge the sensitive nature of intelligence work, but security without oversight is a danger to democracy. The continued lack of transparent indicators, public reporting, and institutional reform within the SSA is untenable. We note with disappointment that the SSA component is still reported only to the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence with limited public scrutiny at a time when the country is grappling with complex threats, human trafficking, cross-border crime, cybercrime, extremist network, and sabotage of critical infrastructure. We need an intelligence architecture that is effective, ethical, and answerable to the people of South Africa. Let us be clear, state security is not just about intelligence files and classified rooms. It is about defending the Republic. It is about ensuring that every South African is safe from critical from criminal syndicates, terror networks, and corruption. Honorable Chairperson, the IFP, however, supports Budget Vote 8 with the firm expectation that this allocation for state security must be matched by tangible reform, strategic coordination, and constitutional accountability. We cannot allow our people to continue living in fear while the state security institutions operate in silence and shadows. I thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is the Honorable Hendricks.
Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Minister in the Ministry, members of the House, not forgetting my fellow patriot South Africans. The Patriotic Alliance support Budget Vote 8, but insist on accountability, Minister, transparency and clear alignment between state security spending and real threats facing our nation. South Africa's security system has for too long suffered from corruption, mismanagement, and inadequate oversight. The National Treasury should ensure funds are properly justified, scrutinized, used for legitimate national security needs, preventing misuse for personal or political gain. Security spending must match real threats. The budget must reflect a clear strategy to counter cybercrime. Cyber warfare poses ongoing threats to vital infrastructure, financial systems, and government data. To combat these, we need advanced cybersecurity defense, trained experts, and proactive countermeasures to prevent attacks from both foreign and domestic hackers. Terrorism and extremism are increasing threats in South Africa. It requires strong counterterrorism efforts, improved intelligence sharing, and greater regional collaboration. Intelligence agencies should focus on dismantling organized crime and corruption, including criminal networks within the state, instead of being used to target political opponents. Secrecy in intelligence must be limited, while some confidentiality is necessary. Parliament and independent bodies must oversee spending and ensure accountability, preventing secrecy from hiding corruption. We demand regular classified briefing to a multi-party oversight committee review, expenditure and operational outcome, Minister. Forensic audits of intelligence budgets to root out wasteful expenditure and crafts. The state security agencies should be depoliticized and professionalized, focusing on national protection rather than targeting journalists, activists, or political rivals. The people of South Africa deserve, I am not saying you're targeting leadership, no? The people of South Africa deserve in conclusion, the Patriotic Alliance support Budget Vote 8 on condition that it delivers real security, Minister, not more corruption under the guise of secrecy. We will not be fooled again, Minister. The people of South Africa deserve security, a security sector that protects them, not one that plunders their taxes. We call on the House to adopt this budget. But with vigilance, with scrutiny, and with an unwavering commitment to transparency. Ons paisani, ons iverni, asnavalo, arpaisi. I thank you, Minister.
Thank you.